Welcome back to the Halloween Tea Party, guys, where I'm attempting to do 31 tutorials for the 31 days of October. Today's look is a drugstore look. You don't need too many products to complete this one. Let's go. I was super sleepy when I was filming this, so please excuse my tired face. I'm starting out with a black eyeshadow and a fluffy brush. And I'm just laying down areas where I want it to be kind of contoured, I guess. No, definitely contoured. For this look, we're trying to change the shape of our face quite a bit. And so obviously the black is going to be the areas that go inwards more. For the not contoured areas, I'm taking a brown eyeshadow, quite a cool toned one, and I'm just filling in all of the rest of the spaces with that. Obviously, using a fluffy brush is going to give us quite an even distribution of color, and for the contoured areas, we want one edge to be much harsher because this is, a reptile and they tend to have quite harsh contours. So I'm taking a black gel liner and an angled brush, and I'm going along the edges, the top edges of those contoured areas, and then I'm blending that liner down a bit. And that's just going to help really define the contour. Full disclosure, I didn't really plan out this look. It was kind of just a random idea, so that's why it's a bit jumping around. I wasn't really sure if this was gonna work. So, this video is like a little glimpse into the artistic process of figuring out how to make your face look like a reptile with only drugstore products. To add a bit more depth to the contours, I'm taking some white eyeshadow and just going along just above where I drew the black line with the gel liner and blending it out slightly. This is like the highlight to my contour. Underneath the eyes, kind of along the cheeks, I wanted to get that kind of gradient where it was going from being contoured inwards to coming outwards. So I'm blending the black and the brown together in the center to kind of give it that gradient. For the mouth, we really want to change the shape of it so it looks like it extends really far back like a snake's would. So I'm taking some gel liner and going from the corner of my mouth, I'm extending my mouth out slightly and then angling it upwards so that it's almost going where the top of my natural contour would go, almost up against my cheekbone. And then I'm just really filling in the rest of my face with the brown and the black shades. And then it's time to add all those scales, and this is quite time consuming. I'm starting out with a white eyeshadow base and an eyeshadow packing brush, and I'm just putting the eyeshadow base on the brush and then putting it straight down, swiping it back just a tiny bit and then lifting it up again. And that should leave a really nice scale shape. I used the same brush for this whole look, so all of my scales are pretty much the same size, but you could use different brushes if you wanted to have some more variety in the shapes and sizes of the scales. I'm only using the white eyeshadow base on the brown, so on all of the lighter areas. Then I'm taking a matte green eyeshadow and a fluffy brush, and I'm patting that eyeshadow all over the scales that I've just put down. And I was hoping that the green would stick mainly to the white and there would still be enough contrast between where the scales are and the underneath is. But it didn't quite work out like that, and I will go back and fix that once all the rest of the scales are down. I'll show you how to do that. But it's much better to pat the eyeshadow on than swipe it because you don't want to move any of the eyeshadow base. For the darker areas, I'm taking a nude eyeshadow base and applying that in exactly the same way, so just with an eyeshadow packing brush, putting the brush down, dragging it back a little bit, and then lifting it up to get that nice scale shape. And then going in with the green eyeshadow and a fluffy brush to make it all green. You could use a different color here if you wanted to. If you do, then obviously be a little bit more precise where you're applying the color, because you wouldn't want the color to get onto the scales on the lighter area. But I think using the same color can look really effective, because the eyeshadow base is going to make it slightly darker in the areas where you already have that contour, and it's going to help really bring out that contour and have it look like the structure of your face rather than the pattern on a reptile's skin. So let's fast forward a bit, because this scale stuff goes on for an age. Okay, so scale cleanup. I'm taking the same shades I put down as the base, the black and the brown, and a tiny little detail brush, and just quickly going around every single scale. And I know that sounds crazy time consuming, but it really didn't take too long to do this part. You can get all those outlines down fairly quickly. You don't need to be, too precise and spending 10 minutes doing each scale. You can just, quickly do a line underneath each one. You don't have to do this step. If you feel like your scales are defined enough, then obviously you can skip this. But I do think it just makes all your scales pop just that little bit more. For the lips, I don't generally like to put gel liners or products that aren't designed to be on my lips. So I'm taking an almost black liquid to matte lipstick just to fill in my lip area. And I'm completely wiping out my Cupid's bow because, reptiles don't have a Cupid's bow in general. And then I'm taking some gel liner to redefine the rest of the smile line. Because, in between all the eyeshadow base and eyeshadows and stuff going down, it got a bit muddy. You can't see that line so well. And this is just going to really make it stand out. I did carry this on down my neck as well, because it just looked a bit weird without the neck also being done. But unfortunately, my camera ran out of battery when I was doing anything past the initial contour phase. But it's pretty much the same theory as on the face. Anywhere where the black's down, I'm using the Nude eyeshadow base for the scales. And anywhere where the brown eyeshadow's down, I'm using the white eyeshadow base for the scales. And then just covering it in the same green eyeshadow. So that's it, guys. You are now a reptile type thing. A snake, a dragon, a dinosaur, a lizard. You can be anything you want to be. Possibly in the reptile family though. Almost definitely in the reptile family. I hope you like this look and this video. If you do, you can let me know by hitting the like button. There will be another video going live tomorrow, so if you want to be notified when that's up, then you can hit subscribe. And as always, if you have any comments, questions, anything like that, let me know in the comment section. If you decide to recreate this look, I would love to see how it turns out. You can post it on social media, tag me in the post and use the hashtag Halloween Tea Party, and then I will see it. I'm also having a little competition over on my Instagram, so if you want to be in with a chance of winning some prizes, all of the details are over there and I will link to it in the description box below. If this look isn't quite what you were going for, then here are some other looks that might be a bit more your thing. I hope that you all have an amazing Halloween, and I will see you in tomorrow's video. Bye guys. That was a raptor saying bye. Windswept raptor. Bye guys.